Welcome everybody to Good Morning Kansas. It's January 11th. I'm Annette Lawless.
And I'm Blake Smith. Welcome to Good Morning Kansas. It's good to be back with you again.
It's nice.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
It is. It's like we never missed a beat, right?
Basically, except Blake here. Man, he's all injured.
Oh yeah. I tore my labrum.
Okay.
So I got repaired over Christmas break. I like to tell people I got in a fight, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound as good. I actually did it doing pull-ups.
Okay.
So not as good of a story, but it still works, right?
At least we know now.
At least we know now, yeah. And I can still do the weather.
Okay, and speaking of, what do we have for today?
Yeah, well, we're seeing an increase in the clouds right now. Let me give you a live look outside with our Emprise Bank KCAM here at 13th and West. Not too bad for the morning, 31 degrees. So we're pretty close to freezing out there. I think we will see melting conditions once again for this afternoon. Over in Garden City right now, a lot colder. It's 19 degrees there. Across the rest of the state at this hour, it's 21 in Dodge City. We're at 27 in Hutch, 17 at this hour in Goodland, and 27 degrees in Solana. As we head throughout the rest of today, I think we'll see a mostly cloudy sky in Wichita, Hutch, as well as for Solana, and temperatures will be on the rise, eventually up to about 38 for an afternoon high. Don't get used to it. It's going to turn much colder for tomorrow, but I do have some relief on the planner. I'll show that to you coming up in a few minutes. Annette?
All right, thanks, Blake. A shooting leaves 2 men dead and 2 others hurt in southeast Wichita. Happened around 1:30 yesterday morning in the parking lot of a bar near Harry and Oliver. Cake's Ben Jordan speaks to neighbors about their frustrations in this morning's big story.
A disturbance at a bar called The Place took a deadly turn after gunfire erupted in the parking lot. Emmett Kimberlin lives next door to the bar. He says he heard 5 to 7 gunshots and immediately looked outside.
It was just chaos. People running and cars, and in a matter of minutes it was just lights everywhere, you know.
The shooting took the lives of 2 men, ages 28 and 32, and sent 2 others to the hospital, one who remains in serious condition, suffering a gunshot wound to the chest. Only this fence separates Kimberlin and his girlfriend's home from the deadly scene. He's left wondering,
are you safe? You know, it's something you always have to deal with, but it being next door makes it more pertinent.
Kimberlin isn't the only one who has problems with the constant noise and violence that comes from The Place. Jasper Lee lives across the street and also heard the gunfire. He says the bar makes his neighborhood a dangerous environment.
I think this is probably about the 4th or 5th shootings over here. And we're going to be moving out after our lease is up, and that's just only less than 5 more months.
Just over a year ago, another shooting at this bar killed 1 person.
Something like that is, you know, accidents happen. That could very easily cause a mistake to anybody that lives here.
Kimberlin is also planning to move, but he says something needs to change for the safety of the neighborhood.
Move a bar out of a residential neighborhood. You can only deal with something for so long, and then you have to take some action to fix it.
Now, police are still searching for suspects who ran away from the scene. Anyone with information is asked to call 911. Digging deeper now, Cake News has covered several homicides at bars in that area at the Harry and Oliver location. In June 2002, there was a shooting at the now closed down Harry and Ollie's. And in October 2008, 2 people were killed in a shooting. Also at the Place Bar in October 2013, there was a shooting that killed 1 person. Now to a developing story. Kingman's police chief, along with another officer, have resigned from the force. According to the Hutch News, Chief Clinton Thompson and the officer resigned on Friday. No word yet on why they left the department. Thompson is a Udall native who was on the job just shy of about 5 months after replacing the interim chief, David Lux. Now, Lux filling in after former Chief Mark Holloway. Holloway resigned in January of last year after being investigated by the KBI. Details about that investigation were never released. No charges were filed. Now to the Cake Crime Tracker. Police are searching for 2 people who faked car trouble to commit a robbery in South Wichita. It happened around 5 o'clock yesterday morning near Harry and Waco. A man knocked on the victim's door asking for help with his car, and when he went out to lend a hand, the suspect and another man attacked him. Police say about $500 in cash and property were taken. No suspect descriptions were provided. Governor Brownback offering an optimistic outlook for the state while celebrating his 2nd inauguration last night, even as he faces a budget hole of hundreds of millions of dollars. More than 1,000 people attended the inaugural ball where he touted Kansas Republican leaders, small government, and low taxes. Kansas supermarkets are fighting to sell stronger alcohol. Dillon's and other convenience stores are hoping to change state law, but past moves have failed. Some worry about how the law could hurt liquor stores. Lawmakers return to Topeka as of tomorrow.